I'd like to book a one-way ticket to Havana, Cuba, but enough about me. How do you fancy a little peek through the windows at our couples in training? Be my guest. His residency continues. It's Ian Waite. Oh,
yeah, do you like the shirt?
You are looking positively
It's the closest I could get to Cuban.
Okay,
Cuban
I like
shirt.
it. You've got nice, lovely pair of chinos there that you're wearing, sir. Okay, it's the semi-final, Ian. Can you believe we're at this point already? I'm sad because it means we're going to see you a couple more times this year. 2 different dances for our couples this week. How difficult will that be for them?
I don't think it'd be that difficult, Zoe, because in Blackpool they learnt 2 dances. They learnt their own dance and a group dance, and they've done that a few weeks now. So I think they'll cope with it.
They'll cope with it all right.
Yeah.
The energy levels at this point, they must be shattered.
Kind of depends which dances they've got as well.
Okay, yeah, luck of the draw. Let's have a look then more closely. First of all, our first round of dances. Jay and Aliona, leaders of the pack at the moment, dancing a Viennese waltz to Bryan Adams. Have you ever really ever loved a woman? Is it looking beautiful and splendid?
I loved you. Now we did I don't see very much actual Viennese going on, but this side-by-side love is absolutely lovely. It's lyrical, it's expressive. I love his arms, very balletic. But most of all, let me just get this out.
Oh.
Most of all, I love this area here. Look at those feet, Zoe.
Look at that.
Yeah, I can't believe how much he points. I mean, you know, even the bustle is envious.
The bustle, I know. I'm not surprised. That looks beautiful. OK, on to Kelly and Kevin. American Smooth to Nat King Cole. Let's face the music and dance, an absolute classic. Is this going to be a classic?
So it's got a lovely foxtrot flow to it, and I always talk about that sort of Rolls-Royce sort of action. She's releasing her toes. I'd like to see a little bit of a longer stride coming from
Judges
her.
always say that about foxtrot. You've got to move across the floor,
You've got to kind of reach out with your feet and legs.
They have shorter legs than, say, you.
Yeah, but the action will make it look like you've got longer legs.
OK.
Yes. The only thing I can really say about the technique, because it's looking very nice at this stage already, is that sometimes she's losing her neck there. As you can see, her shoulder's a little bit up, so she loses the neck. If she can just lower the shoulders, then the neck will get longer. So it's about lowering those shoulders. OK,
judges often make comments like that about our couples. Anita and Gleb, one of their dances will be a foxtrot to New York, New York, Frank Sinatra, all the classics this weekend. Oh, first of all, Katie and Anton, sorry, how could I miss them out? A waltz to Puccini for these 2. How is it looking?
Well, they're just kind of walking through it at the moment, you know, it's a waltz, so Anton will be in his element. Lovely pivots there.
Nice pivots.
What I did see is on the same foot lunge here, if she can just get that heel off the floor, if you can see there, now as she goes back, if she can get the heel off the floor as she goes back,
up like that, nice.
and keep that front foot on the floor, then she'll get her knees together a little bit more and hips up. You see that?
You make it sound so easy.
I know, but it's just a little detail which will help her.
OK, it'll help her improve it. Now, Anita and Gleb and their foxtrot to New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. How does it look?
Yeah, it looks quite nice, Zoe. It's moving quite well. She's stuck to him like glue, which is essential, obviously, in the ballroom
It wouldn't
dances.
be, I'd say.
Now, that's true. The only thing I see is when we stop it here, you can see that she's kind of lost her neck, a little bit like Kelly in that situation. She's actually sort of, she's sunk into the arms, and she needs to push out to create that long neck, you see. I'm lucky, because my neck is probably 2.5 inches longer than an average neck.
OK. George and Giovanni, Viennese waltz for them, unanimously saved by the judges in the dance-off on Sunday. This looks beautiful.
It is beautiful, and I think they have a little bit of a head start because they did a Viennese waltz American Smooth in Blackpool. So she will have already experienced it. She's got this lovely hold, which I talked about last night on Choreography Corner. I'm really impressed with her ballroom. There are a few points, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got that lovely neck and shape in the body, the flower in a vase. She's got her hand in the right place and her chest up to him. And then she's got hips under 3, and look at those lovely closes of the feet. 4.
Good.
So all the elements of a very, very good.
Looks very promising. We'll discuss everyone's second dances later in the show. For now, it's your first dose. Ian Waite. Lovely man. Now, each week, our Strictly singers provide the musical soundtrack that carries our